Hello students, how are you? Today I will discuss case third of partial fractions. In case third, when the denominator contains quadratic factor. You know the quadratic factor, a factor or a term in which x square is involved. Here in the first problem, resolve 2x plus 3 divided by x plus 1 into x square plus 1. This x square plus 1 is a quadratic factor because x square is given. Now the solution. This fraction is a proper fraction. Let the partial fraction corresponding to factor x plus 1, this first factor x plus 1, be capital A upon x plus 1, and the partial fraction corresponding to the term x square plus 1 be bx plus c upon x square plus 1. In this case, where the quadratic factor is given, then we use in numerator bx plus c because a we have used in the first fraction. Now for x square we start from bx plus c upon x square plus 1. Therefore this given proper fraction can be written as is equal to a upon x plus 1 plus bx plus c upon x square plus 1. Now take LCM or multiply this complete expression with LCM. The LCM of x plus 1 and x square plus 1 is x plus 1 into x square plus 1. Therefore, after cancellation, we get in the left side 2x plus 3. This 2x plus 3 because this term is cancelled out when we multiply with LCM. Is equal to a into x square plus 1 because x plus 1 is cancelled out, and plus bx plus c into x plus 1 because x square plus 1 is cancelled out. Suppose this is equation number 2. Now we have to find we have to find the term used a, b and c. For this, if we put x minus 1 in equation 2, we get 1 equal to a into 2, we get 2 here, and plus minus b plus c into 0. This x plus 1 will be 0 when we put x equal to minus 1. This implies a equal to 1 by 2. Now compare the coefficients of x square in equation 2 from both sides. We get 0 equal to, because there is no term containing x square in the left hand side, 0 equal to a plus b. This is the coefficient of x square. Therefore b is equal to minus a is equal to minus half. Why b equal to minus a? Due to this equation, that is a plus b equal to 0. Therefore b equal to minus a, and we know a equal to half. Therefore this is minus half. Now compare the coefficient of x in equation 2. In the left hand side, the coefficient of x is 2, this 2, is equal to b plus c. In the right hand side, the coefficient of x is b plus c. Then c will be equal to 2 minus b is equal to 2 plus half. Value of b is minus half. Therefore, this is plus half is equal to 5 by 2. Sorry. Now put the values of a, B and C in equation first, this equation first, this one. We get 2x plus 3 upon x plus 1 into x square plus 1 is equal to a upon x plus 1 and bx plus c upon x square plus 1. This will result, now the value of a is half, this is 1 by 2 half, and value of b minus half, and value of c is 5 by 2. After simplification, we get the right hand side 1 upon 2 x plus 1 plus 5 minus x upon twice x plus 1. This is the partial fraction of this problem in which a quadratic term x square plus 1 is used. Now we take next problem in which the denominator contains two quadratic factors, x square plus x plus 1, and this is x square minus x plus 2. Now we have to resolve this fraction into partial fractions. Now this expression is a proper fraction with non-repeated irreducible quadratic terms. These are irreducible quadratic terms. Yes. Let this expression is equal to ax plus b upon x square plus x plus 1 plus cx plus d upon x square minus x plus 2. Because both the terms are quadratic, therefore for first quadratic term we use ax plus b, and second term is also quadratic term, then we use cx plus d. Because a and b are used here, then the term of c and d. For simplification, multiply both the sides by x square plus x plus 1 and x square minus x plus 2. This is the LCM. After multiplication, we get this result. The common terms are cancelled out. Now collect the coefficients of x cube, x square, x and constant term in the right hand side. On comparing the coefficients of x square plus x, x and constant terms, we get a plus c equal to 0, because there is no term containing x cube in the left hand side. Therefore this a plus c equal to 0. Minus a plus b plus c plus d, this will be equal to 1. This is the coefficient of x square in the left hand side. This is x square, coefficient is 1. And 2a plus b plus c plus d is equal to 0. This is the coefficient of x. In the left hand side there is no term containing x, therefore this will be equal to 0. And this is the constant term, 2b plus d is equal to 5. 5 is the constant term. Say this equation 1, 2, 3 and this is 4. From equation 1 we get c equal to minus a. Then equation 2 implies minus a plus b minus a plus d equal to 1. Minus a is the value of c. After simplification we get minus 2a plus b plus d equal to 1. Say this is equation number 5. Now equation 3rd. This equation 3rd implies 2a minus b minus a plus d equal to 0 because c equal to minus a. Then when we simplify we get a minus b plus d equal to 0. Now add equation 5th with twice of equation 6. This is equation 6 and this is equation 5th. Then we get minus b plus 3d plus 1. Suppose this is equation number 7. Solve equation 4th and 7th. This equation 4th and this equation is 7. Now we get b equal to 2 and d equal to Yes. After simplification of these equations, we get the values of b and d. Therefore, the given expression can be put as, now put the values of a, b, c and d. We get the right hand side x plus 2 upon x square plus x plus 1 and minus x minus 1 upon x square minus x plus 2. Now take next problem. In this problem, one factor of denominator is repeated. This is the case of repetition, and this is also a quadratic expression. Then let this expression can be put as, this is a linear term x plus 1. Therefore, in first term a upon x minus 1 is used, and x square plus 1 is a quadratic term. Therefore, in numerator we use bx plus c and plus dx plus c upon x square plus 1 whole square, because this is a repeated term. Now the LCM is x minus 1 into x square plus 1 whole square. Now multiply this complete expression by the LCM, and after simplification we get this equation number 1. Now we have to find the values of a, b, c, d, these unknowns. If we put x equal to 1 in equation 1, we get the value of a, which comes out as 1 by 4. Now for other unknown terms, compare the coefficients of x power 4, x cube, x square, x in equation 1. We get a plus b is equal to 2. Say this is equation 2, and minus b plus c equal to 0. This is equation 3rd. 2a plus b minus c plus d equal to 0, equation 4th, and minus b plus c minus d plus e equal to 1. This is equation number 5. Now equation 2 implies that b equal to minus a. This will be equal to minus 1 by 4. Equation 3rd implies c equal to b is equal to minus 1 by 4. Equation 4th implies d equal to minus 2a minus b plus c, and this will be equal to minus half after simplification. And equation 5th implies that e equal to 1 plus b minus c plus d. This will be equal to half after simplification. Therefore, we get value of a as 1 by 4, value of b as minus 1 by 4, value of c as minus 1 by 4, value of d as minus half, and value of e is half. Then the given expression shows this expression when we put the values of a, b, c and d, and after simplification we get in the right hand side 1 by 4 x minus 1 minus x plus 1 divided by 4 x square plus 1 minus x minus 1 divided by twice x square plus 1 whole square. Now this is the lecture 3rd. Okay, thank you.